You've put on your sunscreen, you're staying indoors today, you're safe, right? Wrong. I'm going to show you exactly what the sun is doing to your skin right now, even through your windows, even on a cloudy day, and even in the rain. And the science behind it will change how you think about sun protection forever. To understand why, we need to talk about the two types of ultraviolet radiation from the sun, UVA and UVB. Think of UVB as the burn-in sun ray. It's the one that causes sunburn, and yes, glass blocks it almost completely. So if you're sitting by a window, you won't burn. But UVA, the aging ray, is a completely different story. UVA has a longer wavelength. It penetrates deeper into the skin and all the way down to the dermis. That's the lower part of the skin, where your collagen and elastin live. And here's the critical fact. Standard glass blocks virtually no UVA. Up to 74% of UVA radiation passes straight through a standard window pane. Even double glazed tinted or coated glass lets in about 50%. Now you might think, well, 50% less exposure, that's fine. But here's what the research actually shows. A study published in the journal Clinical Interventions on Aging examined people who worked indoors near windows for years. The researchers found something striking, that these individuals had significantly more wrinkles, deeper crow's feet and sagging skin, but only on one side of their face, the side that faced the window. The conclusion? Chronic UVA exposure through windows was aging their skin by 5 to 7 years compared to the other side. And it's not just aging. A 2024 study of indoor workers linked daily UVA exposure through windows to an increased risk of melanoma, that's skin cancer. UVA drives photoaging. It breaks down collagen, generates free radicals, suppresses your skin's immune response, causes DNA damage that accumulates silently over decades with no sunburn to warn you. You feel no pain, you see no redness, but the damage is happening every single day. Now let's talk about the other big myth I hear constantly in clinic. It's cloudy today, I don't need sunscreen. Well, here's what the data says. On a clear sky, the amount of UV transmitted is 100%. On scattered cloud, 89%. Broken cloud, 73%. Heavy overcast, 31%. And raining, anything between 25 and 31%. So even on a full overcast day, nearly a third of UV radiation is still reaching your skin, and on a partly cloudy day, up to 89%. And here's the part that surprises everyone. Partly cloudy days can actually be worse than clear days. This is called the broken cloud effect. UV rays reflect and scatter off the edges of the clouds, concentrating them. And studies have shown that this can increase UV radiation by 25% and DNA damage by up to 45% compared to a cloudless sky. So the sun doesn't need to be visible to damage your skin. UV radiation is invisible, odorless, and painless until years later when the damage becomes undeniable. So what does this mean practically? First of all, sunscreen isn't just for beach days. If you sit near a window at home or work, drive regularly, or spend time near glass, you will need daily sun protection. Second, SPF alone isn't enough. Standard SPF ratings only measure UVB protection. And because UVA is the main threat indoors, you need broad spectrum coverage. So in the UK, you need to look for the UVA circle logo. This is the EU standard, meaning that UVA protection is at least 1/3 of the SPF value, or a 4 or 5 star Boots rating, or an SPF 30 minimum and SPF 50 for fair skin or for those with a history of skin cancer. Apply every morning as part of your routine, same as brushing your teeth. You don't need to reapply it if you're staying indoors, but make that daily application non-negotiable. And if you work from home next to a south or west facing window, consider UV blocking window film. It's inexpensive, transparent, and blocks up to 99% of UVA. So here's the bottom line. Your skin doesn't know whether you're on a beach in Ibiza or sitting at your kitchen table on a grey Tuesday in November. UVA is there either way, quiet, invisible and cumulative. The single most evidence-based thing you can do for your skin's long-term health is simple. Broad spectrum SPF every morning, full stop. If you found this useful, please share it with someone who still thinks that sunscreen is only for holidays. Please click subscribe and like, and I look forward to speaking to you on my next video.